。 should be lit.
With AI,
You can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets, complex software.
I predict it's gonna be a bloody fight. I'm being dead serious. I think it's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm just saying. I wanna touch it, they say it's bad luck, so I might not even touch it yet. Ooh, it's gonna be good. Cannot wait.
On February 21st, live on DAZN, welterweight gold will be on the line when Mario Barrios defends his WBC title against Ryan Garcia.
When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So he knows that there's gonna be a real fight.
For Barrios, it's a chance to add another big name to his resume. For Ryan Garcia, it's a chance to win his first world title and quiet some of the critics along the way.
I will on the 21st, there are going to be no excuses.
That happens on February 21st. Today, they face off. Fellas, good to see both of you. Mario, you do have a pretty impressive resume. Guys like Keith Thurman, Gervonta Davis, most recently Manny Pacquiao. Do you see Ryan Garcia as being on that kind of level?
I mean, he's definitely here for a reason. He's dangerous, everything that he brings in there. So, I mean, he's definitely worthy of to be in a live opponent.
Sound like a qualified yes there. Not
Yeah.
worthy of being a live opponent is a lot of words.
yeah, he is.
Ryan, what do you think of that?
When I'm at my top of my game, in top condition, top form, I'm definitely worthy, for sure, 100%.
Do you think the best of him can beat the best of you?
No. Yeah, I mean,
You're asking like a pretty, you know what he's going to answer.
Yeah.
That's like...
I'm getting there, Ryan.
Okay, my bad. I mean, what's he going to say? Nah, he ain't going to beat me, Kind of crazy to say. I'll be like, bro, just don't even fight.
I'm building.
I got you. My bad, I'm going to let you do your thing.
You had a few options, coming into the making of this fight. You could have pursued a rematch with Rolly Romero. There was conversation about you fighting Jake Paul.
MMA needs me.
But you told everybody that this was the fight you wanted. Why was this the fight that you wanted?
I try to let all my decisions be led by God, and I felt like this was the right, decision to make. And he's a great fighter. He's never been in a bad fight. He's always come in a fight.
My body's honestly leaning towards fighting rather than music.
Back and finds a way to,
Making music feels like more of a fight.
So he's one of those guys that's gonna come to fight. And we're gonna have a
Yeah, I'll
a
still
great
do the
one on
rap
our
game
hands.
though.
He just seemed like the right person to be here.
Is it Mario Barrios or is it the belt?
Oh, it's definitely the belt too. Mario got to want to touch it. They say it's bad luck, so I might not even touch it yet. But I'm coming to take that, and he's the champion. He got to defend it, and that's why we're here.
You've seen Ryan against Devin Haney, showing, as he said, one version of Ryan Garcia, different version against Rolly Romero. What did you think of what you saw against Romero last May?
I look into like the best version of that we have seen of him, and that's the version that I'm getting ready for.
Ryan, you said you don't know which version of you is going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, I know which one's version is going to show up this fight. At the end of the day, that Rolly camp was just a hard one to get by. I was doing a lot of stupid shit, not treating my body like a temple. Before that, obviously I had a year layoff. But it's okay. It's behind us. I'm ready to get. I position my body to be in top form. I feel in top form, top shape, and that's what he's gonna get. The best version of me.
Mario, what do you see as some of your advantages coming into this fight?
I think the advantages I have coming to this fight is just overall just like everything. My experience, who I've been in the ring with, who I faced. I think the boxing IQ. I think I have that on my side. Heart. I think yeah.
He does have experience, more experience at a higher level than you probably do over a number of years. Do you think that? So you're shaking your head, maybe you don't think that's true.
I mean, it's debatable. Everybody has a time to, everybody say somebody's fighting 10 years. Not everybody develops the same and all that. So it's kind of like, he could say he has a lot of experience, but, Luke Campbell had a lot of experience. A lot of people have a lot of experience, but, when you get in there, it's how on point you are that night. Your experience could, say you're not on your. Some of that experience fades away, if you're not on it. So we'll see what he brings that night. But I feel like I have a lot of experience as well, and when I'm in top condition, then I feel like it all shows. So we will see February 21st.
When you watch Mario's fights, what do you see?
Like I said, I see an overall consistent, really good fighter. You know what I mean? There's nothing that like super pops out to me, but I know that when he steps in the ring, you're gonna get that version of him every time. He's been pretty consistent. He's pretty sharp with some counters. But there's a lot of things I see that I could take advantage of, but we'll see come that fight night.
I was asking him about kind of the resume that he has. If you're on that level, do you believe he's on the level of the guys that you've fought?
Well, for sure.
Yeah, when I get a SIM
Without a
card
doubt,
for my Android, yeah.
Definitely a worthy opponent, a good representation of the world champion, and that's what makes it exciting. It's fun about it. We don't want no, patty cakes here, brother. We want somebody that could fight. So yeah, no, man, it's truly an honor to fight a good champion and have this opportunity.
Mario, Ryan's going to come in looking to fight, just like you said there. Is that the kind of fight you're expecting, a physical one?
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the type of fights, I'm usually, that gave me pumped. That's one of the reasons why, we did, choose Ryan, for this next fight. Yeah, because we know, he wants to strap. And, I know a Ryan that's on his, he's going to come with it. And, yeah, it's going to be a great night. And,
Make it a habit, 7 minutes of Tai Chi every morning all the way for 1 month. This Monday, we will start the...
I'm gonna spice it. The only thing I'm worried about him for is Joe don't stop fights. So if he's getting cut, he ain't gonna stop the fight. I'm just telling you, he ain't gonna stop that fight. I know you don't want it, but he ain't coming to save you. I tell you that. Like Joe is one of those guys. So because I think it's gonna be a bloody fight.
I do
I'm
Tai
being
Chi.
dead serious.
I ain't going to need saving.
I think it's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm just saying.
Might be.
Mark my words. And I think he's gonna need to stop it, but he won't.
Yeah.
But hey, you're a warrior. You're an Aztec warrior. So
100%.
right? So
Yeah.
ooh, it's gonna be good. Cannot wait.
You brought it up already, but it was interesting. You've been trained by Bob Santos for a long time. You made the decision to change trainers, and you made the decision to go to Joe Goosen, who most recently trained Ryan Garcia. I guess I'll start with you on this one, Ryan. What did you think when you found out that your former trainer was going to be training him?
Look at my lips. Oh, he already know. This is about to be it's gonna be bad because I know all that. I know what he's training like. I know everything. They could say, oh, he knows, but he didn't train with me long enough. I know, been knowing Joe since I was 17. I know exactly, and I haven't trained with him. I just watched him, so I know exactly how he trains his fighter, exactly what they're doing. So to me, it was like, oh, thank God you gave me an advantage. Like, it's just another advantage for me. And, word leaks, things leak, Joe was a part of that. I don't want to get too into it, but,
You think Joe was leaking stuff out of you?
I don't know. I didn't say that. Allegedly. I don't know. I have no clue.
Mario, a lot of trainers in boxing. Why'd you go with the one that used to train Ryan Garcia?
I'm in like a position with these next couple years. I want to do as much as I can with boxing. And I mean, I was having like little issues in my last couple camps, and it was just kind of one of those things that me and my team felt that I needed to do in the moment. Change the scenery, change this. And I mean, the move with Joe, it had nothing to do with Ryan. Like that was gonna happen regardless of whether this fight was made or not.
You think it was a coincidence?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was more like I don't think it was like, hey, I'm gonna do this to try to throw him off. I'll be real. I think it was a missed chess move. I don't think it was a good chess move, but we'll see.
Why don't you think it was a good chess
I
move?
just don't think it's a good fit for him. I don't. I think Bob was cool. With Bob. Bob was a good trainer, so we'll see. We'll see though. Maybe he can prove me wrong. See, right?
I want to see Ryan Garcia versus
How's
Jake
it feel?
Paul.
It's been good. I mean, I stayed. I came out here to LA, worked with Joe for a week in November. I liked it, and then I came right back beginning of December, and then that's when we started camp.
Has he suggested he knows some things about how to beat Ryan Garcia?
Definitely, but I mean, there's things just even in general, just as a fighter, things that I see in his style that
Oh shit, we got 6
I can
viewers.
take advantage of, and yeah, and then I mean of course too, like, everything that Joe brings to the table. So I mean I'm confident in our game plan, and just the work that we're putting in.
What do you think Joe's telling him about you?
I mean, same thing as everybody says, you know, left hand, make sure that's up, you gotta protect it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what I would imagine he's saying. And gotta take that away. It's probably, you know, other little things like that. You know, they drill a lot of just keeping the hands up all day long. So it's like here, 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 here. But, you know, this freestyle type of boxing, you know, with technique is gonna overwhelm this man.
Do you think it's better for you that he's working with a trainer you're familiar with than?
Oh yeah, in my eyes, you know. But hey, because I know I've already said some stuff that guy's already told him. But again, like he said, boxing is one-on-one. At the end of the day, he's a free thinker. I'm a free thinker.
Ryan said, Joe's not going to stop this fight. It's going to be a physical fight, a bloody fight. You're smiling when you're hearing that. Is that the kind of fight you want?
Not necessarily that it's the fight I want, but it's never a fight that I shy away from. Gone out of my shield before. Like I said, you know, every time I step in there, you know, I give it, you know, whatever I have that day.
I just heard that in a minute.
That's the way
Out
like
of
this
my
fight
shield.
goes. If it ends in a bloody battle, then you know it does. You know, and I'm never shied away from that.
I respect that. I honestly do. I do see that in him. He definitely gives everything he got in that ring. And it's dope to see.
Do you think that we didn't see that power in the last fight against Rolly? And sure, there were a lot of reasons like you talked about there, but are you certain, are you confident that power of yours that we saw at 135 to a degree at 140 is still there?
100%. Yeah, it's just some people just have off nights, brother. You know, Tom Brady can't have a great night every night. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I didn't come in top form, you know, and I was looking like a deer in headlights. This is what it is. But in the end of the day, if you really watch that fight, I really didn't really get hit too much. I just didn't throw. I lost because I was uninterested in the fight. But if you watch it, I didn't really get hit consistently. You know, it was just like I kind of almost like just didn't take it. It was there for me to win. I just didn't throw no punches. So
You're familiar with climbing the weight classes, 135, 140. Now you're here at 147. Do you think the fact that you've been at 147 for a pretty long time now, is that an advantage for you?
I think so. You know, I mean, Ryan, he's not a small dude, so he's not somebody that I feel like, you know, has to grow into the weight. But yeah, I mean, I've been here at welterweight now for going on like 4.5 years. I feel very established now. You know, as a welterweight, I feel like, you know, I'm definitely in my prime at this division. I think, you know, that's something that, you know, can benefit me, you know, in the fight.
Do you think he's different than the guy we saw at 135 and 140?
It's hard to say. You know, like he said himself, right? It depends on what Ryan shows up. I just know, you know, I'm getting ready, you know, to fight, you know, a focused Ryan or a Ryan that's ready.
It's a big fight, I think, for both of you guys. Putting the belt aside, I mean,
it's like, who's gonna get that third loss? Like, I don't want that.
I know.
I'm cool with two. The reason, like, you climbing up the ranks with that
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah,
it's like, I
thanks.
don't want to lose this one.
But it sounds like that's in your head, like the importance of the fight.
Yeah, this is like everything. Like right here, I'm giving
Got a
every
new rule.
I got. So he's
The
definitely gonna
2
be the best
losses is the
version of
new
Ryan.
O.
So if he
2
does,
losses
right?
is the new O.
You got the 2 draws back to back. Kept the belt. That's the most important thing. But I mean, is this fight just as important to you at this stage of your career?
Oh yeah,
You get 2
absolutely.
losses,
You know,
3
every
strikes and
time
you're
now,
out.
you know, the strap is on the line. You know, that's everything that I worked for, you know, to get into this position. A win on the 21st, you know, that just means it's everything for me, everything for my career, you know, to keep moving forward. But, you know, first things first, you know, I had to make sure I take care of Ryan on the fight night.
You both can punch. You're both warriors in the ring. Is this the kind of fight that you believe ends in a knockout?
I just think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's just one of them. For sure, people don't expect it to be like a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Cause this guy, he'll punish you if you ain't on your more than a Rollies would, more than, you know, some other people would, because he's very consistent. So he's not gonna be like hesitant. You gotta be on it. So thank God I am. Oh my God. But yeah.
So you're not picking a knockout. You're just saying.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a nice fight, however it be. You know, it could be that. I mean, however the finale wanna go, but we'll see.
Mario, how do you see this fight playing out?
Definitely one of those fights that, you don't want to get up, use the restroom. You don't want to get up, get some drinks or anything. I said anything can happen at any time. I know Ryan. I know, like I said, he's explosive. He's dangerous. And, I know I'm the same type of fighter, right? Like, one punch with us can change the whole fight.
February 21st, Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios, WBC welterweight title on the line. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Good to see you. See you.
Hello,
What's your name?
I name it Laura.
Do you mean my name is Laura?
Yes, perdón.
Where are you?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was 2 presents given to Alireza Firouzja. Just insane. And it is a 2-game match again.
Wow, Alireza has to use that as a springboard. He has to hope that's the moment this match turned. Magnus was totally fine. Pawn up, 2 blunders almost back to back. Levy, we would watch 100 matches like this. That would happen maybe once. That was the one time. Crazy.
I said, yeah, he would need to blunder with less than 5 seconds on the clock, but I didn't expect that. You expect to hang a knight fork, not lose a 2-on-1 rook endgame.
From a position of strength.
Yes.
Having the 2.
Hikaru lost the rook endgame yesterday up 2 pawns. Like, it just happens. Wow, this is... Look at Magnus's reaction there. He does not like this. He does not want to take that pawn, and he doesn't. But now maybe g4. Like, you gotta just go for it. Okay, yeah, thank you. Developing a piece obviously is a good move, but and now Alireza just he's got to play with energy somehow.
Yeah, Black has not been taking this pawn because once the knight lands, it might just get trapped on that square. The white rook would advance, catch the knight, embarrassed. Magnus wants to block it up. The pawn structure, he loves this structure. He's outplayed Alireza from something similar before. The problem is g4 also, so there's a queen check that might be annoying.
Yeah, g4 and king f1 and maybe like knight e2. Maybe that's the solution. But Magnus is relying on c5, but maybe you take en passant there. It's super complicated, but there is a solution here for Alireza. He could get totally swarmed here. He has to go for g4.
Oh, I fear for him here, though. Somehow there might be knight sacrifices in the air, followed by f3 breaking through, and oh, a blunder from Alireza. There's a knight sacrifice. It's going to be called a brilliancy, surely. There we go. The f-pawn, f for forward, f for force. There we go.
It's not totally over just yet, but if Alireza Firouzja does not lose this game, it would be incredible.
Almost a miracle, on par with the last one. Black has won the material back with interest. The g4 pawn is dropping.
Rook g3, queen e4 has to be winning.
Has to be. Levy, there's a killer move here. I'm not going to say it yet. Will Magnus play it? It's a cool one. It's a brutal one. Blue arrow hasn't appeared, but apparently knight to e2. GG. Game over. He doesn't go for it. He finds something almost as strong.
That's what I said, but I'm staring at this, and maybe it's not as winning as we thought.
Yeah, it's level material. Exchange down, but Magnus making a face. Alireza's playing for a win
He's
here.
going for it. He's forcing Magnus to play some moves here with 3 seconds on the clock.
Oh, no time. Magnus shaking his head and half smiling, but he gets a check. He's going to win another pawn.
King f2, though.
Yeah, then a check.
Yes, king s. Yes. Oh, Alireza's running across the board.
He's gambling. He's floating across the board with his king, but the rook has ridden to the rescue.
Oh, how is he going to survive this ever?
Oh, the pieces are swarming.
He might not.
Queen's off, and Magnus is going to slow play it again. 2 connected pass pawns to win it.
And here comes the king. Here comes Alireza's king. King c6.
The race is on. Oh, the c7 pawn's dropping.
Yes, c7's falling, and then bishop f4 is coming.
Dominoes, they're collapsing.
What? What is he? He's winning all his pawns.
Oh, a6, a4 there was even stronger. What's happening next? Where's the next twist? Where's the next turn?
He's finally got the behind.
He's on his bishop.
Oh no!
Blunder. Alireza losing his thunder. Crazy.
That was, yeah, and it's back to a 3-game lead with 16 minutes. We're right at the cutoff. Alireza has to win now with Black or it is probably mathematically over. He gets so close every single time. He might have been out of the danger there, but just succumbing at the end.
One move away. Alireza actually was winning for just one move, but just no time. And panic, mouse slip. And here we go, another Karakan levy. News for optimism? Reason for optimism here?
Yeah, queen d7, and then you play this line. You can probably play bishop d6 here. Yep, it looks like you're losing a pawn, but you are not. You are not, I promise. I think even you can, yeah, you can just like castle or something, but okay.
Yeah, this is very well known. Good pawn sacrifice for black if you just castle. But the question is, to take or not to take? Bishop b5. I've seen Alireza play this exact line before. There's some crazy tactics there with black just castling, then bringing the queen into f4. I've seen it all before, it's theory, and he knows it. Magnus might have been bluffed into a really scary line.
He's got a castle. Do it for the crowd. Don't play king. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, and Magnus castles queenside. What a cool move.
Wait, rook b5 just looks good, or like...
The rook is trapped. You have to flog it. You have to give it away anyway.
And he does it. The rook, there we go. But then what?
The rook's coming. The rook, the knight as well.
94, what a move.
Wow, brilliant move. Second sacrifice back to back. The rook is coming. The rook is going to check the white king, then pin the white queen. Magnus shaking his head, smiling because he knows he's been hit by a series of incredible moves.
But knight e2 is not easy, and then wow, he retreats. Alireza Firouzja is playing at 99.8 accuracy.
He needs to. He needs something special to defeat Magnus here and strike back, but it's a queen sack. Magnus, desperate, gives up his queen. He's got two rooks, but his king is open. Black has the pawns.
Alireza, if he pulls this off, is just the man. I got nothing to say. Knight is coming to you for Alireza. Please, for the love of God, play f6. Do not get back rank mated. But it is over. I mean, we are looking at a totally swarmed king. Okay, that wasn't what I asked for, but it's good enough.
Exactly, more than good enough. He's getting in now. He will be winning some pawns. Knight takes f2.
What? Pawn was just hanging.
Missed.
The nerves are getting to them.
Oh, he wants to come in behind.
Knight d3, knight d3. He wins. There it is.
Forktown. Magnus is going to play onto the bitter end.
Now he has to. Now every second counts. He knows it.
13 minutes to save the day, to become a hero. Alireza did it yesterday. He was 2 points down against Hikaru with just 4-5 minutes remaining.
He has yet to disturb the balance of Magnus. And Magnus is building a fortress here. This is going to be a long endgame.
He needs to just push pawns as quickly as possible without blundering a knight fork.
Well, good, his king and queen are very far apart. Just keep them just like that.
Exactly. Oh, tactics.
Tactics. Queen e2 check. If you take that,
yep.
This is over. A3 is coming.
That is not the right type of fortress for white. So passive, can barely move. The pawns are moving, marching. Check. The queen is coming into d2 next. It's going to be over once the king moves.
And Magnus is. I mean, it would be cool if he stalled out. I mean, like, but he might just resign. He just resigns. Alireza Firouzja, 2 points, 12.5 to 10.5. This has been such a close match.
Such a high-quality match as well. Players taking their chances there. Yes, there were some blunders earlier, but upping their game. Alireza clutched up, found the best moves when it mattered, and back to this opening. We've seen it a few times. Last time it was Magnus with the advantage, but yeah, game getting crazy. We see castling a bit calmer this time from Alireza, who retreats his knight back to square one, back home, but coming to a better square. White has the center and the bishop pair, long-term chances, but black has the development edge for now. Oh, he needs this one, Alireza.
This time he's castled, so he's not going to have any disasters with his king. I actually don't love this open. It's worked, obviously, so he keeps playing it. That's how it works. I don't love this for black, though. It's so dynamic. And if Alireza can figure this out, which is what he did yesterday against Hikaru, he would... He would stubbornly go for these positions again and again where he thought he was better. Once he figures this out, he's going to have the initiative.
Definitely. And he happily opens it up. He's learned from past mistakes. He kept blocking the center against Magnus, kept getting punished, outmaneuvered in those slower positions. He wants it a bit more open. Queen in the center. He's going to line up his bishop on the long diagonal. Not yet. Knight check. Forced trap there if you don't defend your queen.
But Magnus really enjoying the structure. He keeps getting his pieces to all the right squares. And this passivity of the pawns for white, not looking very good. F4 now by black also.
G4.
G4, I guess he has some G4, but maybe you can even like knight G3 stuff.
It's tempting, right? It's tempting, and it's colors reversed. It's something Alireza would do. Magnus is going for it now.
By the way, yeah, knight G3 doesn't work, but knight F6 back?
Yeah, knight F6 back, and maybe some sacrifices in the air. The bishop has been killed. The bishop on G2 is dead for the next few moves. Ugh, ugly piece.
Yeah, can Magnus figure this out? Alireza's just had a disaster with the white pieces.
He really has. He hasn't switched to E4, Alireza. Stubbornly hammering away at the Queen's Gambit declined.
Ooh, knight F5.
Ooh, clinging on in there. Knight F5 now would lose the E2 pawn.
H4 is coming in some positions.
Yeah, he's held on. He's surviving.
I wish Alireza can play Queen G3.
With a pin on the F pawn. Okay,
Hey,
blocking it up now. But what next? Long game.
scramble territory. D5 from Magnus. That's a bold decision.
He didn't look too happy, Magnus, wincing as he made that move, but it does look logical. Knight fork now.
Met by a met with a capture of a rook.
Ooh, level material again. White has the bishop pair though. This is getting sharper.
Yeah, this is not good. Alireza's gonna get E3.
E3 opens it up for the bishops. E4 even better, forcing en passant.
Wow, wow.
Oh, it does it.
There's H4 now. That's the move that we've been hoping for Alireza.
Oh wow, finally. H4's coming, G5's coming.
He's lost the pawn. Bishop G.
He trades off.
Wow, this is so complicated. 1 second for Alireza.
He's got to move. He's pushing everything. He wants bishop E4, one track mind. That's going to be blocked.
But he comes back.
Oh, no checks for the black rook. Only move was rook forward.
Rook D2, rook D2, or rook D1, yes.
Oh, the queen's coming though. Endgame, and he's blundered a pawn. That's a big pawn to lose.
Yes, this is now winning for Magnus.
Oh, he trades off, but this is a dire endgame. Pawns are on the wrong color. White's bishop now pinned down to defending its own pawns.
Magnus won a game similar to this in Norway chess several years ago with the same amount of pawns, and now he's up one.
Oh, he's coming around to D5. He's going to clinch a winning king and pawn endgame at some point. He's calculating now. Could he take the bishops? He says no.
Doesn't have enough time to figure out if he can take the bishop.
He's going for it though, Magnus.
Yes.
He believes in the race. He is in time. We see that on the bar. Queen's on the board.
But probably just a winning endgame for black, and if not, it's going to take like 7 minutes to try it. Oh, he hung his queen!
Game over. Magnus wins with a smile. Back to 3 points with 8 minutes left.
Yep.
Back against the wall. He just has to win every game quick.
Absolutely. This would be a generational comeback. Now, Alireza theoretically has time. If he wins 2 games in 8 minutes and 4 seconds or whatever it is, as long as that last game starts, he's fine. This is still acceptable, but he cannot lose.
No room for error now. This is still a well-known opening theory. White has the 2 bishops. Black now gaining the space in the center, but blocking it up. Magnus likes this pawn structure. Exclam given. The white queen might find herself in some trouble if the white knight steps back. The black knight coming forward. H5 now. He signals his intent here.
H5 is amazing. Very nice. It's actually a positional and a tactical move.
Pawn is coming.
You have G5 ideas with D3 as well, sometimes floating in the air. Or D3 first.
Magnus shaking his head. He's been outplayed in the opening. Will he want the queens off? Black's going to get a beautiful outpost in the center in return for the sacrifice pawn here.
This is very tough now. Yeah, he's going to try to move his B pawn. Alireza hammering away. The dark squares. The knight is going to arrive on F4.
Oh, dark square domination. This is ugly for Magnus. Look at that bishop. But he's going to hope for a long game.
Yeah, a long game indeed. We might go down to about 4 minutes, but like we said, as long as Alireza gets the points on the scoreboard and the game starts, he's good. But David, positional advantage, he has to crash through at some point.
Yeah, what to do to open lines, take that pawn, given a question mark there. This is a great move. The king shifts, the rook gets an open file, access.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Do you take? Because now there's rook c3. Okay, or that.
Well, not rook c3, now he does. Oh, this is still going to take ages to break through White's defenses here.
No, this is very tough. You have to play like rook d8 maybe, but you do not want to play that move.
Get out of the way. You cannot allow White to straighten out his pawn structure. Do not take White's rook on his terms. He's really putting everything on dark squares. He's playing checkers. Given a question mark.
Or an X, but it's it's all the same at this point. The computer can find the best moves in half a second, but they are human. Their hearts are racing. 14 seconds for Magnus. He is holding on desperately to the defenses, and Alireza has to get a point on the board here.
He's doing the right thing. He's finding a way in for his knight. That knight completely controls the bishop. And there we go. Magnus sacrificed the pawn just to open up the diagonal as protection. But knight to c2 looks strong here.
Also thought rook c3, knight b3 maybe, or just that, and then knight, yeah. Oh, Alireza's dominating, but there's no clear breakthrough, and time is ticking.
He needs to win this and the next one. At this point, as long as he wins it in the next 3 minutes.
Knight c2.
Oh, knight c2.
Knight c2 is there, okay.
Can you trade the rooks? Is that a winning endgame if you put your knight back on a nice square, bring the king? He brings the king first. That is a fantastic move. He'll get access to the center soon. He'll put his last remaining pawn on a dark square. Good knight versus bad bishop.
Knight f3?
He doesn't want pawns.
What did I miss?
Nothing. That was a clear pawn. He wanted this pawn instead, the b pawn.
Alireza Firouzja is clearly winning. He just has to push his outside pawns.
Okay, can he get it done in a rook endgame? He's struggled in rook endgame so far today. Here we go.
There we go. A4.
Keep the king on this side, stop the rook going behind.
He is completely winning now. Rook check, push pawn, push the king. Magnus desperately sacrificing everything, but he's going to go down here. He's just losing, David.
Yep, it's going to be a two-game match. Alireza will have to win the next one in lightning fast time. But this game goes on. Rook skewer. It's going to be game over. He wins the rook. Magnus fighting out to the bitter end. Queen on the board.
And this is important because Alireza won this game in about 4 minutes time, which means if it takes 4 minutes to beat Magnus in a game, every second counts. And that's why he's stalling. And that's why he's stalling out the clock. Don't boo Hikaru. You gotta boo everybody in that case.
Alireza takes the win. Magnus ate some time off the clock though. Must win territory. Alireza has 4 minutes to decide its fate.
It took Alireza more than 4 minutes to win the last game. Alireza has to win this game in 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
He has to pre-move everything now. He has to play super speedy. But is this pawn structure again? White, black, he keeps landing here.
Yes, but at least it's better than what we've had. I feel like the weird Queen's Indian that we've had, I mean, it hasn't been working well. This is at least okay. A new structure here.
Ooh, I like this one. F5 in the air, breaking up black's pawn chain on the king side. A knight maybe planting itself in the center. Dynamism. Wow. King happily finding safety here.
Not a mouse slip. Not a mouse slip.
Yeah, h3 would have been blundered if white had castled, so doing it manually here.
Oh, I love this. He's going to get f5. This is a very tough position for black.
3 minutes, Levy. I don't know if there's enough time.
I don't know either. And remember, Magnus can play till mate, and he would literally run out the clock on the match. Alireza has to win without going below like 30 seconds.
Magnus himself has 37 seconds. So essentially, he has 2.5 minutes to spend of his own time max. Oh.
Yeah, he's thinking. He doesn't know what to do. Does he go back knight f3 here? Oh, that's terrible, though.
Knight f3 to defend the center.
Bishop b5 might be the only thing.
Queen c3 maybe to hold the pawn.
Firouzja has to move. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
Wow, queen's off. Magnus is so consistent, so dogged and determined in his match strategy. Have to take the queens off, but now we're guaranteed a long game.
Oh, this is... And Alireza deliberately undoubles his pawns. He's going to the c-file. Magnus will try to stall him there and not let him make any progress.
Alireza making a face. He knows now it might not be enough.
g5 wins a piece.
g5, a threat. Kicking away the knight, which defends the bishop.
Magnus doesn't like it. 25 seconds for him.
Okay, nerves are jangling. Bishop d6. He would have taken this knight if given the opportunity after g5.
Alireza's got to go. 2 minutes on the clock. He has a big clock right next to him, and he knows that there's 2 minutes, so he's got to move.
I don't think he believes. I think he's got half an eye on that clock and knows this is going on forever. Black has the bishop pair now. Yes, a weakness, but he can cling on.
Yes, but Hikaru's won a whole hell of a lot worse versus everybody in the world from this position, and Magnus isn't happy. 12 seconds for Magnus.
Bishop a4, only move not to lose a pawn.
Maybe bishop b3, okay.
d5 is hanging in the center.
Bishop b8, I think might be the only solution.
Yeah, then the rook comes to c5.
He's given up a pawn.
Magnus with tactics, but this is a blunder. Bishop takes f7 is apparently super strong. Blue arrow appears. He will be up a pawn in a dominant position, but 1 minute left.
It's on the board!
Magnus only has 4 seconds. He's blundered a fork.
And now knight d8 is winning a piece.
Knight takes d8. There's king e7 at the end. Tactics.
Oh my goodness.
Rook c7 apparently wins. wins material, wins the game. G5 is a checkmate threat in a couple of moves.
Can Firouzja find it? No, he goes
doesn't
back.
find it.
He goes back, but it's fine.
Bishop takes. He's going to be winning in a rook and pawn endgame. Knight G5 is a mistake, though, allowing a check.
Yes, he blunders a check. Magnus finds it.
Well, that was it. That was the opportunity, surely. He needs some tricks left, but they don't exist anymore.
And that's it. Magnus is going to take on F4, and there are 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and that's it. It's over. It's over. And Magnus Carlsen, with some time remaining on the clock, in all likelihood, is your speed chess champion this year, as time will expire in 20 seconds. What a battle, David.
What a fight this has been. We see the England gambit to end the match here from Alireza Firouzja. He's fought so well. He's fought so hard. He came so close. But tiny, tiny margins here. He's just lost a pawn, but this game is inconsequential. It was all about that last scramble.
Yep. Yes, it was. It's almost like we have to play this out in ceremonial fashion. I wonder if they will just agree to some sort of a draw. There is a little bit of prize money on the line. Time has expired. I almost wish we had a huge button and like a bunch of slime just... But the players will play it out. We do have an England gambit on the board. Oh, that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he fashioned out a chance. He made it. He made it happen almost, but couldn't find the killer blow with 1 minute left on the match clock. Who can blame him? Alireza's done everything right. Just Magnus.
I was on top. I was feeling good. Careful. Relax a little bit.
Gatorade signed me. You can't get really much better than that.
I have a Jack King.
But then, Demon...
Fight Night on the Zone, brought to you by that prize guy.
We had it in the Northeast last week, and now in Liverpool. And as Paul Smith was...
music right now, I ain't even gonna lie. Gotta wait for a better opportunity, a better time, a better vibe. When my creativity is here. I really want this restroom. I wanna look through my Pokemon card collection again. I like Pokemon cards because it makes me think. Like, what do you do in life? What are you supposed to do with what you have? It's so beautiful. There's so many. Do you just... so much logistics. Do you just give one away, or do you just... Hey, what's up? I have this many V's and EXs. I have about 50. V's, EXs, and full arts. I have an extra one of these. I'm gonna sell it. Hey, what's up? take a shower, and stuff like that, and go to sleep. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright.